Welcome to today's edition of the Exploring Mining podcast, featuring stock news from TSX, TSXV, CSE, ASX, NASDAQ, and New York Stock Exchange mining companies, plus interviews with CEOs and leading experts. Hey folks, Sam Mowers here, back with another episode of the Exploring Mining podcast. For news today, we have the latest from Rio Tinto Group, Great Panther Mining Limited, and Zonti Metals Inc. So Rio Tinto Group, which trades on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol RIO or RIO, will be resuming operations at Richards Bay Minerals, or RBM, in South Africa following discussion regarding community and environmental stability. Operations are expected to resume in early January, with consequent production to follow in early 2020. Bold Batar, the chief executive of Energy and Minerals, commented, quote, "The safety and security of our people is always our first priority, and we are pleased that we will now be able to get back to work creating value for our people, our communities, South Africa, and RBM's shareholders. I would like to thank the government of South Africa and the Premier of KwaZulu-Natal for their support and assistance in getting us to a position where we can restart operations at RBM. I would also acknowledge the work of community leaders and the police over the previous few weeks." End quote. Minera Mexicana El Rosario S.A., or MMR, which is a wholly owned subsidiary of Great Panther Mining Limited, which trades on the New York Stock Exchange American under the ticker symbol GPL, has entered into a $10 million concentrate prepayment agreement with the Geneva, Switzerland-based IXM Group, described in the press release as one of the world's largest physical metal traders. Jeffrey Mason, the company's interim president and CEO, said, quote, "We are pleased to be partnering with IXM in Mexico for our GMC concentrates over the next 2 years, securing the sale of this offtake at competitive market terms while strengthening our balance sheet with $10 million at an attractive cost of capital positions us well to achieve our strategic objectives as we move into 2020. End quote. And Zonti Metals Inc., which trades on the TSXV under the ticker symbol ZON, has increased the size of its previously announced non-brokered private placement from $1.25 million to $1.4 million, consisting of 4,183,167 flow-through shares at a price of 30 cents and 723,044 units at a price of 23 cents for total proceeds of $1,421,250, and that is subject to TSX Venture Exchange approval. According to the press release, the company intends to use the net proceeds of the offering for exploration at Cross Hills iron oxide copper gold property in Newfoundland and Labrador and general corporate purposes. Well, that does it for today's Exploring Mining podcast. If you'd like to be a guest or sponsor for this podcast, please contact InvestorIdeas.com. InvestorIdeas.com reminds all listeners to read our disclaimers and disclosures on the InvestorIdeas.com website. All investment involves risk, and this podcast is not meant to be an endorsement to buy or sell securities or products. To hear more podcasts, you can go to InvestorIdeas.com/audio. And a reminder, you can also hear our podcasts on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play Music, iHeart.com, TuneIn, Stitcher, Spreaker, and SoundCloud.